Let's talk about the architecture of ambition. We're going to dive into why that steady, consistent discipline is the real secret sauce to a killer career, and why it so often leaves raw, flashy talent completely in the dust.
You've seen it, right? I mean, we all know that person who is brilliant, super talented, but they just seem stuck in first gear. It's this incredibly frustrating mystery, and it's the one we're going to crack open today.
So here it is, the main event. On one side, you have the smart person. They're trapped by overthinking everything, chasing a perfection that doesn't exist, and waiting around to feel confident before they make a move. And the result? They stay stuck. But on the other side, you've got the consistent person. They just take small actions every day. They build these tiny, manageable habits. And here's the kicker. They get their confidence from the action itself. That's what creates totally unstoppable growth.
All right, so let's start with this idea of the talent trap. It sounds a little backward, I know. How could talent be a trap? But you'll see that sometimes your greatest perceived strength can actually become your biggest hurdle.
Think about it. When everyone tells you you're a natural at something, it creates this insane pressure. Suddenly, you're terrified to fail or to even try something that might not be perfect right out of the gate. Why? Because it might shatter that talented identity. And that fear, well, it often leads to doing nothing at all.
So that pressure, that talent label, becomes the perfect breeding ground for self-sabotage. Most careers don't get derailed by some external competitor. They're undone by these silent assassins that operate from the inside. Let's meet the three main culprits. First up, perfectionism. And look, this isn't about having high standards. That's great. This is about having impossible standards. It's when you spend all your time trying to get something from 95% to 100% perfect and you never actually finish it, never ship it. Your next level, that promotion, that new project, that big break, it's waiting right on the other side of just getting it done.
And then there's this monster, the fear of what other people will think. How many times have you held back a great idea in a meeting, or didn't even apply for a job you wanted because you were worried about being judged? This fear is a thief. It just quietly, day by day, steals your opportunities for growth and impact.
And the third saboteur is overthinking. Oh, we give it a fancy name like doing research or strategizing, but let's be real. So often, it's just fear wearing a business suit. This analysis paralysis feels productive, but it's one of the most destructive habits out there because it keeps you from the most important step, starting.
Okay, wow, that was a little heavy, wasn't it? That's the problem. But now, let's flip the script and talk about the solution, and it's an incredibly powerful one. It's discipline. This is the engine that will power you right through all those internal roadblocks we just talked about.
Now, it is absolutely crucial that we redefine what we mean by discipline. This isn't about punishing yourself or forcing yourself to do things you hate. Forget that. Think of it as a strategic framework, a system you build for yourself. It's all about applying small, manageable actions every single day that build on each other and create this incredible, unstoppable momentum. So how do you actually build this momentum? Well, first, it doesn't start with a perfect 10-page plan. It starts with just a little bit of courage to begin. The amazing thing is, the real strategy, the best path forward, only becomes clear once you're already moving. From there, you just focus on tiny habits. Not, I'm going to write a novel this month, but I'm going to write for 15 minutes today. These small daily actions are the foundation. And that consistency, that's the magic. It literally melts fear away and builds real confidence based on what you've actually done.
I absolutely love this. Your future self isn't impressed by that one time you pulled an all-nighter. Your future is being built brick by the small, often boring, unglamorous things you do every single day. That's what your future respects, and that's ultimately what it rewards.
And look, this consistent effort isn't just about feeling proud of yourself. It leads to very real, very tangible payoffs. So let's get into the concrete rewards that come from all this preparation. You know, we hear about people getting a lucky break, but luck is almost always just preparation meeting opportunity. Opportunities are floating around all the time, but they can only land on people who are ready for them. Daily discipline is how you prepare your mind, your skills, your whole being, so that when that window of opportunity cracks open, you're ready to leap right through it.
And yeah, let's just be totally direct about it. This stuff has a real impact on your bank account. Raises, promotions, better gigs. These things aren't accidents. They are a direct result of the value you consistently put out into the world. Your salary literally follows the trail blazed by your daily discipline.
Okay, if you only remember one thing from this whole explainer, make it this. We have it all backwards. We think we need to feel confident before we do the scary thing. But that's not how it works. Confidence is not the cause of action, it's the result of action. It's the trophy you get after you've done the work, especially when you are afraid. Discipline forces the action gives you proof you can do it, and that proof builds rock-solid, genuine confidence.
And this, right here, is the ultimate promise of it all. When you really apply this framework of small daily actions, your big goals stop feeling like fuzzy, far-off dreams. They just become a matter of process. You're no longer hoping it'll happen, you're building it day by day, turning what was once just a dream into something that is simply inevitable.
So I'll leave you with this question. Forget about the 5-year plan for just a second. What is one tiny act of discipline you can commit to today? Maybe it's sending that one email you've been putting off, or spending 20 minutes on that project, or just sketching out one new idea. That's it. Because that small, simple act, that's where your unstoppable career actually begins.